These are the notes for Module C, Unit 2, Lesson 2. The topic is disease. We're looking at how disease is categorized. Non-infectious diseases are diseases that cannot be passed from one organism to another. They can be caused either by hereditary factors, things that you inherit from your parents, things that are found on your genes, or they can be caused by mutagens, environmental factors that cause mutations in your genes. Examples of some non-infectious diseases caused by hereditary factors would be hemophilia, diabetes, and cystic fibrosis. So these are diseases that you are either born with or born with a likelihood to have, that you've inherited, that you more than likely have other family members that have these same diseases. Diseases caused by mutagens are caused by something in your environment that causes a change in your DNA sequence. Examples of mutagens that could cause these diseases would be X-rays, cigarette smoke, and air pollution. Infectious diseases, on the other hand, are caused by some sort of pathogen, something that invades the body and causes it to get sick. They can be passed between organisms. That pathogen might be a type of bacteria, a virus, a parasite, or a fungus, and those can be spread between people and also sometimes between people and animals. These are some examples of bacterial diseases: strep throat, tuberculosis, bacterial pneumonia, and a sinus infection. If you're sick with bacteria, then that bacteria has invaded your body, it's reproducing, and it's attacking healthy cells. So your body's going to mobilize the immune system to try and fight off that bacteria. Sometimes you need the help of an antibiotic, a different type of bacteria that will kill the harmful bacteria in your body. A virus is a non-living particle that invades your cells. It joins into your DNA and has your host cells copy it, and then it invades the rest of your body and makes you sick. Things like the common cold, influenza, polio, smallpox, and HIV, which stands for human immunodeficiency virus, those are all viruses. So since a virus is non-living, an antibiotic won't be effective in treating it and helping your body to overcome it, but there are antiviral drugs that would help you. Parasites are organisms that live and feed on a host organism. Typically, a parasite would cause harm to the host, though not always. A parasite might enter the host body through the skin or through the intestines. So you might ingest a parasite. And then a fungus typically would cause some sort of skin infection, like athlete's foot, which you see here, or ringworm. So ringworm is kind of a misnomer. It's not actually caused by a worm. It's caused by a fungus, and it has this very easy to spot circular red spot that shows up on the skin. Disease can be spread from person to person through contact with bodily fluids of an infected person, through touch. If someone coughs or sneezes, they spread germs. Disease can be spread if you ingest or consume contaminated food or water that contains bacteria or virus particles or parasite. Disease is spread when you touch infected objects. If someone sneezes on a door handle and then you use that same doorknob, you can pick up that pathogen. And disease can also be transmitted to humans by animals. One example is rabies. Disease can be controlled by taking some pretty simple precautions. Healthcare workers typically wear masks and gloves when dealing with infected patients, and then they change them in between patients so that they don't pass those pathogens between patients. Sterilizing medical equipment is helpful. Use of vaccines to prevent disease. Vaccine is an injection of a small amount of disabled virus that won't make you sick, but teaches your body to recognize that pathogen. Pasteurizing food and beverages, so heating them up to a temperature high enough to kill any bacteria living in that food. And then preserving food by canning it, freezing it, keeping it in the refrigerator, all sorts of things. Diseases, like I mentioned earlier, are treated typically one of two ways. If the thing that's making you sick is a bacterium, then an antibiotic would be used to treat that, or possibly if it's a fungus, there are also antifungal medications. If, however, the thing that's making you sick is a virus, an antibiotic won't be effective because the virus is non-living. So instead, you would need an antiviral drug. There's a picture here of Tamiflu. That's an example of an antiviral drug that's used to fight influenza. So it's used to destroy or disable that viral particle that's making you sick. Those are the notes for Mod C, Unit 2, Lesson 2 on diseases.